Join me as I share how I have peace among chaos. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully everybody's off to a great productive day. Peace. Peace among chaos. Yes, you can find peace no matter what's going on around you and no matter what your situation is. You can find peace. My peaceful space is right here in my garden with my plants. This is where I find my peace at. When it comes to gardening, it's nothing like it. To me, it is relaxing. It's therapeutic. I enjoy being out here in nature, getting my hands dirty in the soil, planting seeds, and watching them grow. And if you garden, then you gotta have faith. Name of my channel, Zoe's Homestead, Growing in Faith. So not only am I growing these plants, but I'm growing spiritually. That's why I say, if you garden, you got to believe in God and have faith, knowing that you can plant this seed and this seed will grow into a beautiful plant and produce some fruit. But this is my peaceful space among chaos. I come out here every day. I'm out here in my garden after a long day at work and just dealing with life stress. I can come out here and just relax, listen to the birds chirping, the wind blowing in my hair. But those who garden know where I'm coming from. So yes, you can have peace among chaos. You just gotta find your peaceful space. And to me, gardening is where it's at. Y'all, I am making a lot of changes in the garden. I'm pushing forward no matter what the weather is doing. I gotta get this garden up and running, but I'm gonna turn y'all around and show y'all what I got planned and what I'm switching up. So I end up moving all these containers inside of the greenhouse where I got the seeds sowed and they haven't sprouted yet. That way they can have that humidity and moisture and stay warm inside of the greenhouse. I end up taking the watermelon starts I had inside here with the tomato plant, and I got those in here as well in the greenhouse. So I end up moving all my pepper plants over here. Even though the temperature is still dropping down, I took them out the greenhouse. The time is now. I got to get this garden up and running because the growing season here is a lot shorter, and I'm in Illinois in grow zone 5B now. I used to be in North Carolina in grow zone 8A/8B, but so I'm trying to adapt to the new grow zone and the different temperatures here versus being down south. So I got another table set up with some more cement containers that I'm gonna get some soil put in and get started. And then y'all check this out. My stuff is starting to sprout and come up. But so that's the game plan with this. This table here will have just regular pots on it, mostly pepper plants right now, and then there'll be a few other things. This bed here is probably gonna have, I'm probably gonna do some more collards, and I'm really not sure what I'm gonna do over here. All right, y'all, so I'm here in Walmart to get some of this soil right here. Sometimes I get some expensive soil. Be glad when I can purchase some land and get my compost and stuff going, but I'm gonna get probably a couple bags of this to fill up them cement buckets and add some nutrients to it. For those who wondering, this is the squirrel food that I bought that I'm feeding the squirrels. $10.98 to save my garden is well worth it. So I got these old bananas right here, but instead of throwing them out, I heard good things about banana water being used as a fertilizer. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in a 5-gallon bucket, and then I'm gonna add some water to it, and we're just gonna let it break down, and then I'm gonna start using it to water and fertilize my plants. So I got this empty container, and I got some banana peels and a banana in there, and I made some banana water. But I want to test this to see if it really works. So what I have here is I have these 2 pepper plants, which are fairly, y'all can see, about the same size, this one and this one right here. And what I'm gonna do is I got a label, and my label says banana water. I'm gonna stick that one in here, and I'm only gonna fertilize this one with banana water, and I'm gonna use like Miracle Grow on this one right here, because I want to see if the banana water truly works. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it watered in, and I'm gonna definitely keep y'all posted. So y'all know I say I'm always trying some new stuff in the garden, so I never used these food spikes right here before. So I'm gonna go ahead and give them a try. I'm gonna stick them in a couple of the plants, and we're gonna see how they're gonna do. Okay, so I'm gonna do every pepper plant up here except the one that I used the banana water on. But all they say is you take the spike right here, stick it in, and take it, insert it into the spike spot, and then just cover it up with some soil. That's it. And it says it feeds it, I seen it on when I read it, feeds it up for 2 months. So I'm gonna get all these plants over here done except the banana water one. I'm gonna go ahead and I might go ahead and add one to my watermelon. I'm gonna go ahead and add one to the plants over here too as well. Okay, so I went ahead and got the spikes put inside of all the plants to feed them some fertilizer. Got everything watered today, so that's good to go. Next thing, I'm finna go and I need to prune up this tomato plant and prune some of these pepper plants to make sure I got good airflow to keep all the bad insects down and out of the garden. Okay, y'all, so it's another day and I'm putting in work. I'm finna get these cement containers filled up with the soil that I just got, and we about to get some more stuff planted. So I got some blood meal. I always like to add blood meal to everything. So got my soil dumped in here. I'm just gonna go ahead and put some blood meal in here, mix it up. Now that I got the blood meal added to the soil, I'm gonna come on over here and I'm gonna go ahead and get all these containers filled up, and we're gonna go ahead and get some more seeds sowed. So I got the soil added to all the containers, added a little bit of bone meal to everything. I got my seeds right here that I'm about to sow, and I'm gonna do these containers a little different. The ones in the center, I'm gonna do like green onions and then like lavender and some herbs and stuff. And then the containers here, I'm gonna plant just random stuff in it throughout the container, but I will label everything. So I'm gonna get that done and then I'll show y'all what I planted. Alrighty, so got my seeds sowed and got everything watered in. And what I planted, I did some red cabbage, lavender, black Simpson lettuce, green cabbage. I don't think I planted nothing right there. All right, I gotta get something planted right there because I didn't put no tag there, so I don't believe I planted nothing there. Got some black Simpson lettuce there. Got some green onions, leeks. Got some Georgia collards in this one. There's some Brussels sprouts in here and here. This one and this one. Got some blue sage in here and then kale in here. So as y'all can see, it has been working for me with the food over there for the animals. I can't say it's gonna work for you. It just happened to work in my garden with the animals that come around in my yard. But everything is a work in progress. Slowly but surely, my garden is coming along. And y'all, what I was thinking, and I'm really debating, out of all the setups I have, so I like this right here, because one, I don't have to keep bending over to mess with the plants and stuff. Two, all I have to do is weed it around the table legs versus weeding it around a whole bunch of containers. And three, it doesn't take much soil to fill these up versus using like one of those raised garden beds that sit on the ground where you have to use a lot of soil and stuff to fill up. But out of everything that I have set up, my favorite, hands down, is the flood and drain system, because it's hands-free. And look how healthy the plants are, y'all. Look at this black Simpson lettuce. Y'all see how healthy that is? Look at the spinach. The collards. I mean, everything over here is doing good. Spinach is coming up. But I like this system because it's hands-free, and all I have to do is just come and check on it. And it's not wasting all that water by me gardening the regular traditional way. So I'm strongly debating if I want to go ahead and purchase a larger flood and drain system. So this right here is a flood and drain table, and they come in different sizes. The one I got right here is a 4x2, but they sell a 4x4, 4x6, 4x8. I was lucky enough that there's a local shop near me where I picked mine up. You can purchase them online, but they're kind of expensive, and the table itself is cheap, but the shipping, because how big they are. But like I said, this is a flood and drain table. This is an ebb and flow kit. The ebb and flow kits are sold online, so you can purchase that, and you can make these tables out of different stuff too. But the ebb and flow kit is sold online. The stands for the tables are expensive, so instead of me purchasing a stand, I just got a regular fold-out table, and I set it on top of the fold-out table. The metal things I have right here, you don't need them. I had those extra for when I built my solar generator cabinet, so you do not have to have those. But that's how my table is up, just a regular cheap fold-out table. The reservoirs, if you buy the actual reservoir, they're expensive. So I just used a tote. Y'all know most people got totes just sitting around the house. So I used a 27-gallon tote, and I have that for my reservoir. But like this system, because it's hands-free, all I do is just come and check on it. All I have to do is check the pH on my nutrients, and then I'm good to go. So don't know if I want to purchase another one right now, but I'm strongly debating on it. But in the meantime, for those who've been following the channel, y'all remember that 54 cell hydroponic system I had set up indoors during the winter? I think I'm gonna bring that outside and set it up right here beside it. I think I will. So it's a mess in here, garden stuff everywhere. I need to get this tower set up, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this dug up out of here, and we're gonna get this thing set back up. Okay, so I'm putting everything together on the 54 cell hydroponic system, and got to get all my wiring ran, and got to figure out how to get my tube to go here inside of this reservoir. All right, show you where we at. Got my rock wool out here, my electrical cord, been drilling, put another hole up there so I can run the drain from here to over there, but it's coming together, y'all. Okay, so I'm working with what I got. I tried to use this old washing machine hose here and taped it onto there, and it was leaking. So I ended up grabbing the drain hose off of a washer and dryer and hooked it up right there, and now it's able to drain in there. So always save your old parts. When we bought a new washer and dryer and got rid of the other one, I kept all the hoses off of them, and look, it came in handy. So I got everything set up. The nutrients are filling up into the 54 cell hydroponic system. Now all I got to do is just go ahead and use my rock wool and get some stuff planted in here. All right, so I have some lettuce I got started. You know what? I want to see what the temperature is. All right, so the temperature is 63 degrees. It got down to 48 degrees last night. But so I got my greenhouse where I have my seedlings that I got started that haven't sprouted yet. But as you can see, my cantaloupe and honeydew are starting to come up. Watermelon hasn't come up yet, so I think I'm gonna get some more watermelon seeds started, because I'm not gonna wait to see if these are gonna come up or not. I got plenty of containers, so I'm gonna get some more of that started. But see, I have my romaine lettuce that I got started, so I'm gonna go ahead and get a couple of these taken out, and we're gonna go ahead and get them set up in the hydroponic system. Okay, so I have my romaine lettuce, and I have a toothpick, and I have my rock wool. I'm taking the toothpick, shaking up the soil, loosening it up, pulling the lettuce out. Once I get the lettuce out, I have a cup of water, and I'll dip the lettuce in there to release the soil off of the root. If you want to learn how I found out about this method right here, check out Dean from Growing Food Indoors. Big shout out to you, Dean. Thank you. But definitely check out his channel. That's how I learned how to do this method. I'm gonna go ahead and get all the lettuce in here transplanted into the hydroponic system. Okay, y'all, it's a slow process, but it'll be well worth it once it's all done. and I'm skipping every other one because when I had this system set up indoors, the lettuce was getting overcrowded. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some styrofoam and stick it in the ones that are not utilizing so the algae doesn't get too bad. Okay, y'all, so I finally got it finished. And like I said, the reason I skipped every other cell is because when I grew the stuff indoors, the lettuce was getting overcrowded on each other. So I used these styrofoam cubes right here to block off every other one. And I know, because I read all the comments and answer them myself. And a couple people was asking about my son's project, which is this right here. And they were saying that I took over his plant by putting his tomato plant in the flood and drain system. No, this is still his project. This is still his plant. His pepper plant is over here. I took it out of the greenhouse, and his pepper plant is right here. They are marked so he knows which one belongs to him. And they didn't even have to, he didn't have to use the planter right here. They could have planted it in the ground however they want, but he will get extra credit by having his set up in a flood and drain system, because I'm almost certain nobody in his class is gonna have the stuff set up in a flood and drain system. So when he does his journal and he turns his project in, he can show them, hey, I did this right here. I did a setup over here, and I even did one in a flood and drain system. Okay, y'all, so it's getting a little chilly out here. I had to go throw my hoodie on right quick. And one thing I did notice about where I got my garden set up and how the yard is, right now it's, if I ain't mistaken, it's like around 3 o'clock. And look how shady it is over here and over here. So over here and right here gets the sun first thing in the morning. And then around this time, it starts getting shady over here. But as you can see, everything out here is still getting full sun. And then even over there where I have the squirrel feeder and bird feeder gets full sun. So what I'm thinking, I'm probably gonna end up moving the pepper plants and the tomato plant over there on that side of the yard. Right now they look like they're okay right here. So I'm still trying to decide if I'm gonna move it or not. But I'm gonna have to move the watermelon and blueberries and stuff. I got to get this area cleaned up. Y'all see it's a disaster over here, so I got to get it straightened up. But I definitely got to move the watermelon and the berry plants from over here so they can get more sun. But everything like lettuce, spinach, cabbage, and cool weather crops that don't like as much sun, they're gonna do good over here. But oh yeah, and another thing, I know a couple people was wondering about the buckets, and they was like, yeah, these buckets are gonna degrade quick. I'm okay with that. They was only 97 cents. And y'all, I want to add this right quick. Everybody growing situation is different. Everybody stays in a different grow zone, has different temperatures. What may work for me in my garden may not work for you in your garden, and vice versa. So everything you see me do, take it with a grain of salt. And if y'all been following the channel, y'all know I like to experiment in the garden. That's why I learned several different ways to grow food. That's why I container garden using soil. That's what led me to the flood and drain system and to the hydroponic system. I like container gardening in different ways. And the next thing I'm gonna do, remember these buckets I bought and the different lids? I'm gonna set up some crack key hydroponics containers outside and get that going too. But I like to learn different stuff, and I like to experiment and try different things in my garden. I know I wanted to show you this because I don't just show you the good, I show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. Remember the strawberries and spinach that I transplanted? The stuff is not doing too good, as you can see. It's not doing good at all. So originally, these spinach plants and these strawberries was set up in the hydroponic system right there inside. And when I decided to move the stuff outside, I transplanted them into containers like this right here. And then eventually I came back and took them out of here and transplanted them into here, which for the most part, none of it is doing good. So push gonna shove, I might end up just taking all this stuff out and redoing it. I'm definitely gonna take the spinach out. I know that for a fact. The spinach is coming out, and I can plant some more spinach seeds. I don't have no more bare root strawberries. I'm trying to see if they're gonna bounce back since I done fertilized them. I have a couple of strawberry blooms and flowers and strawberries growing, but I'm not sure how they're gonna do. I'm gonna hold off on the strawberries, but the spinach is definitely coming out. So, but yeah, this is my garden story. This is my peace among chaos right here in my garden. This is where I like to be. I'm relaxed when I'm out here. And I was doing this way before I started posting videos on YouTube. I was out here gardening. So, see my cabbage is coming along nicely. Got another Napa cabbage starting there. And look at this Napa cabbage here, y'all. This one here is really taking off. It is growing good. Got another Napa cabbage there. But got this cauliflower right here. And you see, like I said, the red cabbage. Then we got some green cabbage over here. Some more red cabbage. Got a collard right there. But it's time to harvest some of this kale. I think I'm gonna run to the grocery store. Might throw something, I think I will, throw something on the grill, fire up the grill, and then get some kale and something else going with it, some rice and maybe some muffins or something. But if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, consider subscribing to the channel and clicking that notification bell so you don't miss none of my future videos. And as always, thank y'all for watching.